So let's talk about portfolio analysis, which again here is another method to evaluate customer value. Portfolio analysis. Customer portfolios are two or multi-dimensional methods and can thus provide differentiated information about customer contributions or their potential. So the customer portfolio method is widely used in practice and thus practically relevant. In portfolio analysis, customers are evaluated on the basis of each individual criterion that comes into question for a single company. Common criteria are, for example, customer attractiveness or competitive position. These two dimensions each represents a plurality of criteria that have been analyzed and condensed within the framework of a scoring model. Customer attractiveness, for example, is made up of customer potential, customer loyalty, creditworthiness, price sensitivity, complaints behavior, service requirements, and willingness to cooperate, for example. The competitive position is made up, for example, of the duration and the intensity of the business relationship, the image with the customer, and the share in the satisfaction of the customer's needs. The addition of the individual values provides an overall value for each dimension, thereby the individual criteria can be provided with weights. As coordinates, the total values determine their position in the portfolio matrix and thus clarify the investment worthiness of the individual customer. Targeted customer relationship measures then can be derived for the specific customer groups. The graphic on the left here is an example of how customers can be divided into 6 customer segments based on these two dimensions or on these two criteria. The strong customer segments, for example, contains the most profitable customers here, in whom a company should invest in order to increase the customer loyalty. The development customer segments here consists of customers whose potential to become strong customers need to be examined. Sharing customers are those customers who require few entrepreneurial resources. A company should invest in prospective customers if, for example, they are themselves an innovative company. Otherwise, prospective customers should be treated like skimming customers who only receive as much investment as necessary so that they do not become waiver customers. Waiver customers are those customers for whom a company should completely forego the use of funds in order to avoid losses. The right-hand graphic shows an exemplary customer portfolio consisting of 8 customers, each evaluated according to the criteria customer attractiveness on the vertical axis and competitive position on the horizontal axis. In addition, the current scope of supply can also be integrated in this graphic, the height of which is illustrated by the size of the circle around the coordinate point. However, the importance of the individual customer for the supplier is only partially expressed in this model. So, in a summary, the portfolios are to be used as an analysis instrument and general recommendations for behavior towards customers, in the sense of norm strategies can hardly be theoretically justified from this.